Hey, hello. I'm Martin Yelverton. I'm going to take you today through an interesting set of exercises. It's called the Swakate series. It comes from the Pilates Reformer on the Mat sequence of exercises where we try and emulate some of the exercises that are done on the Pilates Reformer. On the Reformer, you're using pulleys and springs and all sorts of things to create resistance. It's resistance training, but the version we're going to be doing today, the Reformer on the Mat exercises, are all done without equipment, and I'm going to be instructing this Swakate series with dynamic tension. So that means we're using our imagination to generate some things, imaginary tension, resistance for us to work with. So a very quick demonstration of the idea. We're going to be doing this throughout the whole series, but just to give you a quick demonstration of the idea, we're going to use our mind to imagine, for example, that I'm trying to stop this arm going out. I'm going to be pulling, using my imagination. I'm really firing up all the muscles in my arm to make it go out. So that's kind of the idea of dynamic tension, is you're using your imagination to create resistance, to move against. So you're really firing up all the muscles that you apply this principle to. But don't want to talk about the whole concept too much. Rather just dive in. Rather than just dive in and do it. Excuse me just for a second while I change the position of my camera. I don't make Hollywood productions. I'm just going to change the position of my camera just for a moment to show you the kneeling position that we're going to take. These exercises are done kneeling upright. So I'm talking about just like this. It's an upright kneeling position. You can have your tops of your feet on the floor like I've got right here, or you can have your toes on the floor, whatever you prefer. We're not leaning back. We're not leaning forward. Nice and upright. So you're keeping a tall spine throughout. Think about lifting the very top of your sternum lightly up towards the ceiling. Your knees are roughly under your hips, but don't need to be too religious about it. Of course, if you are uncomfortable on your knees, there is no reason at all why these exercises actually have to be done on the knees. It's kind of done on the knees because that's how they are done on a reformer. And it's been transferred onto the mat, onto the floor. As you can see, I don't even have a mat. I just use the floor in my house. So you don't actually have to do these kneeling. If you are uncomfortable on your knees, we're going to be there for 10 minutes or so. So if you're uncomfortable, there's no reason at all why you can't do these exercises standing up, because it's upper body work, it's arm work and shoulder work we're doing today for this Swakate series. So we're just going to get going now. One more tweak of the old camera angle, get myself into a slightly better position. Not quite, maybe another tweak. Yeah, I know, not very professional, hey? I'm supposed to be a slick online Pilates teacher with superb production. But here we go. So we take our position, get nice and tall through the spine, stable, lift up the very top of your sternum, lightly lifting up towards the sky. You're not kind of up towards the ceiling, you're not puffing your chest out, you're just lightly lifting so you're nice and tall. So at various points, my arms are going to vanish above the screen, but for now, not just yet. So for the first one, this one is called the Swakate. This is the exercise that gives the whole series its name. So we're going to take one fist kind of in the middle of the chest. If you've got long fingernails or you don't like making a fist, you can do this with the palm. And the idea here is we're going to be taking this arm out to the side like so. Okay, I'm not using any dynamic tension at all just yet. We're just going to be taking the arm out to the side. When the arm's out to the side, involving dynamic tension, imagine again something is trying to keep that arm pressed against your chest, and you're going to be pushing back against whatever it is that's trying to keep that arm pressed to your chest. And when we return, something is trying to keep your arm back there. You could think of your invisible alter ego out there holding your arm back, and you could come back again. And you're going to be pulling against that resistance that you're creating with your mind to come back in again. Squeezing all the muscles in your arm, much strength, much engagement. When the arm's out here, trying to find the muscles of your shoulder, around your shoulder blade as well. So thinking about your shoulder blade, sucking down closer on your back, maybe coming towards the center of your back some more. Let's try it. And also one thing I almost forgot is the breathing. We're kind of in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you exhale, you are contracting your abdominals. And I'm talking about the piece of your tummy between your pubic bone and your belly button. As you exhale, you're pulling that in and kind of upwards. So it's kind of trying to, but you are basically, don't be too worried about the technical details of that. Just contract your tummy muscles, your abdominals on the exhale. Okay, so let's inhale to prepare. Exhale. Another inhale there. Exhale to return. Much power in the arm. Inhale. Exhale to go out again. Abdominals engaged. Arm muscles fired up all the way. Inhale. Pull back. Something's trying to keep that arm back there, but you're pulling it back towards your chest. Lots of muscles. All the muscles in your arms fired up. Inhale. Exhale to go again. They can't keep that arm pressed to your chest. You're pushing away. Inhale. Pulling back. Release. That arm should feel like it's been doing some work. You've really fired up as many muscles as you can in your arm when you're trying to move it like that. Relax for a moment. Let's do the other side. Inhale to prepare. Something's pushing us. We're pushing it away in a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Fire up those muscles in the arm. Inhale again. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Really, really squeeze the arm muscles. Inhale. Let's come back on the exhale. Another one. Inhale. Exhale back. When you're out here, really make sure that arm's tensed up all the way. Lots of muscle engagement throughout the arm, even the back of the shoulder blade. Let's come back. Inhale. Take a rest. Brief moment. Now remember, if making this strong, because by the time you're engaging all these muscles, this fist is really powerful. But if it's too much for your palm, you can do the same thing by really firing up the whole hand and keeping a nice strong palm to go out to the sides. Totally fine. Next one is has got a crazy name. It's called the UMPA, UMPA, and we're going upwards with this one. This is going to be the one where my arm vanishes above my head. So going back to the first arm, we start off in this kind of upright holding position. You've got your fingers together. You're making a palm, and the idea here, basically, I'm just throwing idea. Whatever works for you to create resistance with your imagination, you do it. But just throwing an idea at you. The idea here is, let's say my invisible self came here and was trying to hold this arm down, and I'm going to be pushing up against this arm here is trying to keep this arm down against my body, but I'm going to be pushing, and I'm firing up all the muscles to make that happen. So that's the idea. And same thing on the way down. On the way down, I'm trying to keep that arm all the way up there, but I'm not letting it happen. I'm pulling. I'm using all the power I can generate to pull that arm back down here. Okay, so I think I've mentioned the concept enough times for now, so we're just going to go in and we're going to do 3 each side. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, push it up. Engage those abdominals on the exhale. All the way up. When you're up there, inhale, pull it back down. Much power in the arm. Something's trying to keep that hand up there, but you aren't letting it happen. You're using all your strength to bring it back down. Inhale. Exhale up as you engage your belly. Inhale. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale up. Much power. Inhale. Pull it down. Really firing up as many muscles in your arm, your hand, back of your shoulder as you can. And relax. Now remember this, we're getting some extra juice out of this exercise on the exhale by trying to get this abdominal muscle thing going. So as we exhale, we're pulling the tummy in, and imagine you can pull your abdominals in and upwards. It's like powering, pushing power up through the body. It's kind of the idea of it. Next side, other side. We've got our arm ready and engaged. We're getting ready. Something's wanting to keep us down. We're not having it. We're not having it. Inhale. Exhale up. Big power all the way. Nice straight arm. Inhale up there. Pull it back down. See if you can find the muscles on the back of your shoulder blade. Inhale. Up again on the exhale. Inhale. Come down on the exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. We're coming down. They're trying to keep us up there. We're not having it. We're pulling down. We're pulling down. All those muscles are fired up. And we relax. Brief pause. Check whether your body's like leaning back or you're slumping forward. You want to be nice and tall. Remember, you can do this on your feet if you want to. As you can see, it's all arm and shoulder work. So muscles on the backs of your shoulders, you're trying to find those in the process. You are trying to find the muscles that keep your... basically, if you think about at various points, trying to pull your shoulder blades towards the center of your back and just explore. I don't want to bang on about the anatomy of it now. That's interesting for you to explore if you ever get into this kind of work. Next one is called profile. So we're staying upright in this kneeling position or standing. Pelvis is going to stay square to the front, and we're just going to tilt to the side. So we're doing some lateral flexion. We're flexing at the waist, not going down too deep. If you've got a super long arm and you can get your fist down onto the floor without turning your pelvis in any funky angles, please feel free. Otherwise, just a bit of a lean to one side, and remember the abdominals as we go. For this one, we're taking the arm above the head, come down a tiny bit so you can see my fist is above my head, and we're going to stay throughout this exercise in this leaning position. So make sure your neck is comfortable, you're not doing anything funky with your neck. Okay, and the hand that's down towards the ground, it can be relaxed. But we're keeping this flexion. So inhale to prepare, exhale, push that forearm up. Push it up all the way, reach up nice and tall. Find those muscles on the back of your shoulder blades. Inhale to prepare, exhale, pull back down with that forearm, back towards the head, back towards the head, back towards the head. We're coming down again. I'm going to lower myself just for the sake of this demonstration. Inhale, prepare, exhale, push it all the way back up. Get nice and tall. We're still curved, really, really firing up all our muscles here now. Inhale, pulling down. On the exhale, that is. Last one. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Push it all the way up again. Reach tall through the arm. Inhale. Come back. Strong arm. Pulling it back down. Fist coming down all the way to your head. And straighten up again. And release down. Take a brief pause. So... yeah, I think it didn't occur to me, but that movement of the arm is that. Your arm is above your head, and you're just pulling that forearm up. So the resistance is, something's trying to keep that forearm down there, but you're pushing with this forearm up there. Maybe I should have said that first time around. Never mind. I'm sure if you play with this kind of work, you'll find a way of making it work for you. Next side. So pelvis stays square. We're not twisting our pelvis in any weird way. We're just flexing laterally on this side for a while. Okay. Bring that fist above the head. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push that forearm up. Straight arm. Inhale. All the muscles engaged. Exhale to pull it back down. Keep the arm strong. Inhale. Exhale, take it back up. Reach. Inhale. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale. Exhale, push up again. Really squeezing that arm strong, hey? If you're doing a fist, let's pull it down again on the exhale. If you're doing a fist, you're trying to really crack walnuts or something with your hand. And relax. Yeah, I know I've possibly overemphasized the point, but really the arms, the whole arm is really fired up for these, all the muscles in the arms. And if you're doing a fist hand, if you're doing a palm muscles as well. We're getting ready to do the last one. This one's called Lotus. I'll quickly demonstrate what happens above the head by sitting for a moment, because I'm not going to be able to show that when I'm up on my knees. You could probably even do this totally fine on the kneeling like this, but it wouldn't be slightly trickier to get the abdominal work happening. So for this one, we're going to have our arms out to the side with the palms facing up. We're going to sweep them. This one we're doing both arms at the same time. You're going to sweep them up. When they get up to the top, you're bringing your palms together. And just take like a couple of seconds of really, really pressing those palms together, super strong. And the rest of the arms are also fired up. And then coming down, back to that starting position. Okay, let's get ready for the Lotus, hey? Arms out to the side. Palms up. We've already got some engagement in the arm muscles here a bit before we go. Think about your shoulder blades here now as well. Okay, inhale. Exhale to bring them up while engaging all the muscles of the arm. Really, really powering up. Something is trying to keep those arms down there, but we are pushing against whatever that something happens to be for us. Palms coming together. We're pressing the palms together. The arms are strong. Inhale again. Exhale. Something's trying to keep us up, but we're pushing against that something. Something beneath our forearms is pushing back against that. Imagination is pushing back. Inhale. Let's go up again. Exhale. Arms are really, really switched on. All the muscles you can find in your arms. Switch them as you can. Press the palms together for a breath or two. Let's take a big inhale and return on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, up again, fire up the arms. Press the palms together, nice and strong. Inhale, exhale, coming down. And relax. That's your Swakate series. Maybe take a couple of shoulder rolls. Maybe turn your head softly from side to side. I hope you got something out of that. It's very free form. As you can see, I'm not kind of like giving too many lectures about anatomy and all that. I prefer with bodywork just to dive in and do whatever you can do. I would suggest, if you enjoyed that, maybe doing it with me another time just to get the moves down. And otherwise, the best way to get to find the juice in the exercise is to not have this fellow droning on, and for you to explore it by yourself with a bit of quiet and just really explore the whole dynamic tension thing. And of course, if you didn't like it, nothing lost. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for joining me. Bye.